So, okay, the next one is membranous proliferative glomerulonephritis. This is co-present as both as nephrotic and nephritic syndrome. So, okay, these have a two type, type 1 and type 2. The type 1 is mostly idiopathic but maybe secondary to the hepatitis B and hepatitis C. Actually, this is important, you have to memorize that. And the type 2 is due to the dense deposition, uh, which also called the intramembranous deposition. We'll talk about this in detail. So, okay, the main difference between them is there is a subendothelial deposition. Subendothelial is, for example, this is the basement membrane. This is the endothelial. This is the epithelial of Bowman capsule. So there is the subendothelial deposition occur, uh, and here the deposition on the basement membrane occur, which is also called the dense deposition. This is important. Okay, actually this is very important. I will give it a star, a star. That this is associated with C3 nephritic factor. What it mean? This is the C3 convertase. Actually, the antibody C3 nephritic factor formed against these. So, okay, when C3 convert to C3A and C3A plus C3B, so this help this enzyme C3 convertase. So this will lead it to increase the function of C3 convertase. So the C3 will lead to decrease and C3A plus C3B will be increased. So this is important that in type 2 membranous proliferative glomerulonephritis, the C3 will be decreased. Remember, this C3 will be decreased. This is important. This nephritic factor is important. Okay, so again, let's repeat. There is a subendothelial deposition. Here the dense are intramembranous deposition. This is associated with the hepatitis B and C, and this is associated with the C3 nephritic factor. And membranous glomerulonephritis is co-present as both nephrotic and nephritic syndrome. Remember that. Okay, note. Now, what will be there on immune fluorescence and what will be there on light microscope? So, okay, on immune fluorescence, there will be a granular type, or you can say granular pattern. On light microscope, there will be a thick glomerular basement membrane on H and E and PAS10 with the trom and track appearance. Remember, this is very high yield. This is very high yield. What's mean by a trom and track? Okay, there is the mesangial ingrowth toward the glomerular basement membrane. So it lead to the glomerular basement membrane splitting. So when it split, it look like trom and track as shown in the picture. This is the trom and track appearance. So, okay, we have to differentiate the membranous proliferative glomerulonephritis from the membranous nephropathy. So, this is the membranous nephropathy. Mm, this is the membranous proliferative glomerular nephritis. Remember one thing here, that the drum track, how it formed. This is actually the proliferation of mesangial. So remember, from the name proliferative, so there will be a proliferation of mesangium which lead to the splitting of glomerular basement membrane, so it will form the trom track appearance. So, okay, there will be on light microscope, let me change the color. On light microscope, there will be a thickening of glomerular basement membrane, and here also thick glomerular basement membrane. So this is the same. Actually, here is the sub, epithelial deposition, and here subendothelial and and dense. Two type of deposition occur. This is actually important. Here will be the spike and dome appearance. Here will be the track appearance. This is the most important differentiation between them. This is easy.